All right, ladies and gentlemen, Baron here. So I have returned, and you may be asking yourself, where were you? You didn't notice, whatever. On Twitter, I put out that I would be gone for 5 days in the Bahamas on a trip, a mix of fishing and spearfishing and free diving. It was a lot of fun. I just got back, so as you may be able to tell, the hair's a little bit blonder from the sun. I shaved off my mustache and I'm a little redder, a lot more sunburned. But I shaved off my mustache because when you put on a dive mask, if you have a mustache, it doesn't allow you to get suction, and as a result, water comes in and it fogs up, and no one really likes that to be happening when you're diving. So I feel like I look a little Irish or maybe even Amish. I'm not really sure, which culture usually has this kind of a beard without the mustache, but that's how it is right now. So I have some quick little teaser videos of the Bahamas. They'll be at the end of this vlog of some sharks. I saw a lot of sharks. There was a storm system that moved into the Bahamas right before we left. Long story short, we took a 25-foot boat to the Bahamas from the east coast of Florida. So that was about a 3 to 4 hour journey from Stuart, Florida to the island we ended up going to, which was Grand Key. And we stayed, so that took like a long time, obviously, to get there. And then we had 3 days on the island, and then we had a day coming back. So I came back yesterday. I left at 9 a.m. was when the boat left the docks. And by the time we had the boat trailered back to the house, it was midnight. So that was a 13-hour journey. It was epic, but it was tiring. But let's get into some quick points. Since I'm back, some cool stuff has been happening. I got a lot of stuff planned, but while I was gone, I found out it was very last minute when I found out we were going to leave for the Bahamas, and as a result, I found out literally I arrived at my parents' house for 4th of July festivities at noon. I get there and they're like, hey, we're leaving for the Bahamas tomorrow. And I had nothing set up. I had nothing planned. I was fortunate enough to have just enough videos to entertain you guys while I was gone. But basically, after the 4th of July, literally after the fireworks ended at like 9 p.m., I raced back to my house and I was up doing videos all night. I actually got an hour of sleep from 5:30 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. On, I guess that would be July 5th. And then I packed all my stuff up. After spending all my time on the videos, I actually forgot a few things because I focused on the videos primarily. And then we left for the Bahamas, and I was absolutely tired. But it was a lot of fun there. But one of the things is, since I was up all night making these videos and I was rushed, I wasn't able to put in that little bit of extra something that I really like to do on the forest series. I also haven't had a forest episode for all the days that I was gone. So what I'm going to do is today I'm going to put up a vlog. I may put up another video, but then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I'm going to do 2 days on the forest. And then I think I'm going to be putting out 3 videos every day. So there should be 2 forest episodes and there should be one of something else. Whether it be War Thunder, 7 Days to Die with the guys, or something fun and random. You never know. But and they'll have the intros and outros that I like to do, like previously on Baron Plays the Forest. All that kind of stuff where you get a little highlight reel. I mean, that's a question I want to ask is, do you guys like that stuff? Does it kind of add to it, or do you skip over it? Let me know with both the intros and the outros, like the previously on and next time on, because it actually increases the time that it takes to put out a video, probably by like 2-fold. As silly as that may seem, it actually increases the editing time considerably, which means I can put out less videos. So there's kind of a trade-off. I like it because I found that it's gotten a lot more interaction with the community. I found that my forest videos seem to have the most comments. I like reading through the comments. It's fun because I get pro tips from you guys like, hey Baron, you're an idiot. You went over here and you should have gone there. Or what if you were to try this? Or, oh, when you said you know, you couldn't cook a fish. Well, it was actually under the fire and stuff like this. And when it comes time for the interactive part of the series, where like I have you guys name the spots I'm in and kind of tell me what to do next, because I find it much more fun when we get to interact together about how the series goes. So anyway, that's that. So let me know your thoughts on the intros and outros and stuff like that with the Forest series, because I'm actually curious what you guys think. I have a lot of fun doing it, but if you guys are skipping the intro like the previously on, because I noticed there's a lot of people who binge watch or literally will check the playlist, and I'll have a video being uploaded and they'll comment on it before it's really available, because it's through the playlist you can still comment on it, and it blows my mind how like people are like anxiously waiting for it. It's really fun and it's really cool to think about, like as the producer of the video, because like you guys love it, and that's what brings a smile to my face and lets me know, hey man, it's time to start putting out more of these, you know, because the response is so positive. It's like, it's what I as a YouTuber enjoy the most, is the interaction. But speaking of something that I've found myself to enjoy, my friend Argyle Alligator always talks about fan art, and he's a smaller channel than me, but he's got a lot of promise. If you haven't checked him out, check him out already. Does some really funny stuff. Look for the Shrimp Night. It's good. It's one of my favorites. But he always raves about fan art, and like I was like, oh, that's cool, man. But I had never gotten fan art before. I got my first piece of fan art while I was gone to the Bahamas. I come back, check Twitter, and boom, I have a piece of fan art, and I'm gonna pop that up on screen. And I can't tell you how awesome that was. Like, it was just kind of, I mean, it was a first for me. It's like someone made fan art of me and Star and Royal from our 7 Days to Die series, and I thought that was just the coolest thing ever. Like, that's just, I don't know how to describe it, but the link will be in the video description. You gotta check it out because it's good stuff. And let's see real quick. I'm gonna check the old Twitter account. It was a witty name. Let's see. Paperwick did it, and it just brought the biggest smile to my face. So thank you, Paperwick, for that piece of fan art. So I'm gonna go read comments on the episodes of The Forest that I missed while I was gone. I wasn't able to check back, so there wasn't a whole lot of interaction these last few days while I've been gone. I like to read the comments. I like to respond to a number of them. Home's calling me, and so I'm going to be doing that, but here's some quick shark video as a little teaser. But that brings up an excellent point that I wanted to wrap this video up with, is while I was down in the Bahamas, I was filming. I've got a lot of video. Now, while the storm system pushed out a lot of the fish, we were still able to catch some fish, and we were still even able to spear some fish, but the numbers were just like, they weren't there. Like, I don't know what it was, and even these crystal clear Bahamian waters, in some cases they were a little murky. Still better than Tampa Bay waters, which I have a number of videos on spearfishing out in Tampa Bay, well, rather the Gulf of Mexico, more appropriately. But it was still great stuff, and I'm gonna have some videos out probably in the next couple weeks on that, because adventuring is fun. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update, and fan art, Bahamas, more forest, more comments. I love the interaction, you guys, and also check out my Twitter because people have been submitting a lot of stuff that way. Anyway, my name's Baron. I thank y'all for watching, and since I missed a lot, let me know anything you wanted me to know in the comments below, because gonna read that stuff while I'm editing and rendering and all that good stuff today. So just remember, the weekend schedule is going to be pretty nice. So stay tuned, and that's about it. See you guys soon. Alright guys, we're back here at the cabin. It's not been named yet. You know what to do. We need, by the beginning of next episode, we're going to have a name. There's a patrol going by. We got our effigy lit. If that doesn't trigger the others to come investigate, I don't know what will.